Really happy for this group. You know, we went into it without the who I think is the player of the year in the Valley, and our guys didn't bat an eye. We weren't going to be a team that made excuses or limped in the game. We came here to win. We prepared to win, and I thought our guys came out and just did a heck of a job at both ends of the floor, fighting and clawing and executing very well on the offensive end. So we were really good in the first half. I put on the board before the game team. I mean, this is a team game, and nobody has to do anything special. Each guy's just going to step up and be the best player they can be and best teammate they can be, and that's what they did. And second half, I mean, I get a little frustrated with it, but it's natural when you got a lead like that. We totally got in chill mode. Our pace decreased. They made a spurt at us, and we handled it. We bounced back, but just an awful shooting game for both teams. I mean, it set offense back a little bit, but just proud of our guys.
What pleased you most about the defensive effort in the first half?
We talk about making multiple efforts on the defensive end, and we try to be aggressive. You know, that's one thing that's changed our defense. Is we said to heck with it. You know, we're going to be the more aggressive team. We're going to try to take things away from them, and if you do that, you're gonna get in scramble mode. You're gonna get mismatches, and you have to make multiple efforts. And we did that. Then we finished the possession with the defensive rebound.
It seems like Jake really relishes matchups like going against Ben Krikke, because he really, from up here anyway, it seemed like he took that to heart. He was more aggressive early in the game, got Ben Krikke out of his shot a little bit, especially on the baseline. Just tell me how he kind of enjoys those challenges to go against guys who, Kricke's been a good player for Valpo this year.
Again, I know I promote our own guys, but Jake Laravia is a first team all league guy. I mean, he's been an unbelievable teammate because of the run Tyreek's been on. Jake defers to him. He looks for him. He gets him the ball. He's always throwing it to Trey. He's unbelievably unselfish, but he has a great air of confidence. He's very competitive, very tough, and he was throwing up at halftime and throwing up before he came in here. So he was. I don't know if it was pregame meal that didn't agree with him, but that's a tough dude and just a very good basketball player.
Randy Miller, you needed somebody to step up on the perimeter, and he did a good job of that tonight. He's done that. It's not like that's the first time, but tonight was more important than usual, obviously, with Tyreek out.
Yeah, he did a great job, and he's played in a lot of big games. He's a smart guy. He's got a good basketball IQ. He did a good job at it. Coop was always guarding Clay. Coop had Clay's about 6'8", and Coop's 6'3", but Coop was fighting his tail off in there. I thought he and Randy, and they should, they're older guys. We challenge those guys to not make mistakes. If you want to be a championship caliber team, you can't make errors and have mistakes defensively. And those guys were pretty good tonight.
We haven't talked about Tyreek's injury. Just explain that and what his status is.
Yeah, he had this happen to him last year at the end of the year, and I think he missed 4 days of practice. And Connor Burton's done an unbelievable job with him as our trainer, and Dr. McDonald. Anything medically, whether all of us at Indiana State, we're going to defer to the doctors and the trainer. I mean, Tyreek wanted to play. This happened last Sunday. He couldn't really do anything, but after he thought it was worse than what it was last year, so he was pretty scared. We were all scared. As it got closer, it's getting a lot better. It's feeling good, but playing him tonight and tomorrow would just be a mistake, and that's taking a gamble with an unbelievable player and a great kid. Hopefully, we can have him ready for the tournament.
Was it a dislocation?
Subluxation, it comes out and goes back in there, but you have some tearing when that happens. It's something down the road before his professional career. He may have to have an operation or do something with it. Well, we'll handle that all in due time. But he dealt with it at the end of last year too, and when this happened again, it scared him a lot. But again, he takes care of himself very good, and then Connor just working with him diligently, and he's felt pretty good the last couple of days.
Is it his right or his left?
It's his shoulder. Right. Yeah, it's his right. Yeah. Shooting.
You talked about it briefly about the second half. I mean, the offense was bad, but your defense hung in there, though. I mean, your defense still remained good, other than that brief run that Valpo went on to pull it within 10 or whatever it was, or 12. But the defense was pretty consistent throughout the game.
Yeah, other than the start of the second half where we acted like we didn't know what we were doing or the game was over, I thought that was really good. They stepped right up. We got after them in a timeout. And we got right back after it and being aggressive. And I thought we really guarded extremely well. And they were trying to be physical, so we're physical. Looking at the stats, I thought we only had 5 turnovers. It seemed like turning it over against the press there, we had a bunch of them, but the defense has to be your constant, Todd, whether you're making shots or not. And we were not making shots, but we kept grinding at the defensive end.